Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we're taking a look at probably one of the most unique racing games come out in a long time. It's Wreckfest. Like I said, guys, today we're taking a look at the game Wreckfest. This is kind of like a review slash buyer's guide to Wreckfest. I started seeing coverage about it. It looked like a fun Demolition Derby-esque racer. And I was like feeling like we're not getting a Forza this year, and I love my racing games on the side. So I was like, you know what? This has potential, and let me tell you, it lives up to the potential. Now, some odd things about it. One, it's published by THQ Nordic. Yeah, I know they've bought up a ton of franchises, and they finally decided to publish a game. Wreckfest is basically a Demolition Derby style racing game where they have done enough to skirt the laws on calling cars what they're supposed to be called. So if you're a real racing fan, you know that the first car you get is a Mustang, but to everyone else, it's the Nitro. And what comes with this ability is that they allow you to completely fucking destroy these cars. They're using a similar physics engine to that of Beam.Drive. I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to play that. But there are some wonderful physics in this that give realistic racing physics and damage, so that when you hit someone, your car does deform, and by the end of the game, you shouldn't be driving. Like the car that you're driving around in should not be driving. There are two different kind of like difficulty modifier damages things. One that only affects the body, and one that's like full realism. And to get through a race on full realism, woo-wee! You better have luck on your side to get through a full race in like the hardest difficulty, and then they have like a minor where it only like damages your tires and shit, but like the car will still run pretty much. And that's the one that, you know, for all intents and purposes, you should probably play in, because that's the fun one. As far as events, it does get a little samey, but there's a large number of tracks to play. It's a racing game, so it does eventually feel samey, but they do a very good job of messing around and changing up expectations, whether it be, oh, this time you're gonna get on a lawnmower and do a demolition derby, or there's gonna be a ton of buses racing in oval and you're gonna be in a Reliant Robin like van type thing, and you're going to have to try to go from last to first inside the melee of a bunch of school buses taking an oval track. Like, those are the scenarios they set up for you to break up, like, I'm not gonna call it the monotony, but like to break up the usual racing game grind of race. There are upgrades for the cars. Best upgrade, you can put a shark on top of your car. Let me tell you, it's the best upgrade. It makes you instant win. Not really, but it really is a lot of fun. Yeah, Wreckfest. I surprisingly really enjoyed it, and the other really cool part about it is it's only like $40. So I was looking online. Depending on where you get it, you can get it from anywhere from like $33 to $40. I picked it up for $40. So it's a budget title, but it does have a couple of budget features. Like in the upgrades menu, it feels very clean and just like kind of ripped out of Forza. And the other sad thing is, like, a lot of time what you're going to do is you're going to find one car and you're going to want to stick to that one car, but the needs for each racing event are very different. You know, the kind of setup you want for a race compared to a demolition derby, the amounts of armor and horsepower you're going to want for either vastly different, and you have to go through, if you want to use the same vehicle for both of those tasks, you have to go through and manually take off, okay, I have to take off all of the armor for the race, or else I'm going to be really slow. Okay, I'm doing a race again. I have to, I'm doing a demolition derby again. I have to put all the armor and the weapons back on. Like, it's very tedious. It gets very tedious to the point where I just ended up buying two different cars, one spec'd for racing, one spec'd for the demolition derby, and then that way, depending on what kind of event I was doing, I could switch between them. But even then, like, it would have been nice to see some sort of, little tab over, there we go, excellent, I'm in my demolition derby setup now, tab over, okay, this is the race setup for the vehicle, because a lot of people are going to keep the same cars, because there's a decent variety of cars. There's not an unlimited list. Like, they all feel, especially with the paint jobs and everything does feel very unique. But there's definitely a limit to the number of vehicles that are in this game. So you do end up, choosing your favorite, and you might get, it'll get a little boring and tedious. The other thing I was kind of disappointed on launch night, I went in and I couldn't join a lobby. So I don't know if my matchmaking was messed up or if I was just on at the wrong time. I was not able to view online, but I feel like online would be a ton of fun in this because, let's face it, most online racing is already a demolition derby. Now, to give players permission to demolition derby is going to be a shit show and it's going to be fun, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's Wreckfest, guys. It's a game I really enjoyed. I will probably be playing on the side a ton. And I think you should probably pick it up if you enjoy kind of the racing and you just enjoy destruction. A bit of a different kind of racing game, especially because we're not really getting a Simish racer this year. We're not really getting, this should have been the year we got another Forza Motorsport. They're saving it most likely for when the next Xbox comes out. Like this is a game that scratches a unique itch inside of a racing franchise, and one that I'm really enjoying, and I definitely recommend to pick up. So yeah, guys, this is Wreckfest. I pick it up. Tell me what you guys think of it down below in the comments, guys. My name's TommyBoy601. If you like the video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.